Sai Teja. Me with my friends Sharat Chandra and Abhilash did the project named Online Hand Gesture Recognition and Classification for Deaf and Dumb. We did this as an intern in Wipro. Our supervisor name is Vishwanath ma'am. Coming to the industry's details, these are the one. And next coming to agenda. Next abstract. Coming to the abstract, we know sign language has been widely used by people with hearing impairments in order to communicate with each other conveniently using hand gestures. But however, now sign language speakers find it very hard to talk with those with speech or hearing impairment, since interpreters are not readily handy at all the times. And gesture recognition is a boon for physically challenged people to express their thoughts and emotions. And sign language detection by technology is always an overseen concept, despite there are a lot of people who are benefited from that. There are not many technologies that help in connecting this. Coming to the objectives, the aim of the project is to obtain great accuracy while maintaining the low latency in hand gesture recognition, and to improve the proposed system's reaction time and efficiency. Coming to the scope of the project, non-sign language audio systems look at it very hard to speak with people with speech or listening impairments due to the fact that the interpreters aren't effortlessly to be had in any respective times. So the principal goal of the undertaking of this project is to develop a computer primarily based, totally sensible gadget to identify the hand gesture. Coming to the introduction, some of the problems faced by non-speech and hard of hearing individuals in communication with other people were interaction based. Disparity, education, behavioral patterns, mental health are most important safety concerns. The ways in which one can interact with the computer are either by using devices like a keyboard, mouse, or audio signals. And these are the literature review that we have referred for our project. So the first one is of Dr. Chen Nings. In that, it represents a framework for human and the laptop interface able to spot gestures, what the user is doing. And the complexity of the Indian signal language repetition device will increase because of the involvement of each of the palms, and additionally the overlapping of the palms. This is the second paper that we have referred. Just like the proposed system that we have seen previously, it's a device-based approach. Coming to this one, it additionally offers a CNN primarily based model. Now it's the third paper. So this is of S. Preeta Lakshmis, and this study highlights the usage of a device getting to know strategies and convolutional neural networks. And it is mainly to understand and classify hand gestures lively and not with the standing versions in hand sizes. Coming to the fourth paper, it presents the modern day strategies that are challenged because of the muddling inside the background. Discussions a deep getting to framework to discover hand gestures accurately. Specifically, it proposes a CNN version to discover hand postures, no matter variant in hand sizes or spatial area. So coming to the fifth paper, in the taking of the hand gesture repetition, the conventional approach primarily based totally on guide function extraction time is time consuming, but it reduces time and totally based on a double channel convolution neural network, that is DCNN. Coming to the sixth paper, at present the gesture popularity of the floor electromyography (SEMG) is extensively used. The communication system studying approach regularly has the trouble of function. And coming to the seventh paper, that is Mithun Chanyan's, there are many architectural design with inside the subject of gesture recognition. However, conventional answers aren't. Study to discover hand gesture with excessive accuracy in real time with inside is impossible, so that we can do it with the previous paper. And in Marco's paper, we suggest a version for hand gesture repetition in actual time. This version takes enter the floor EMG measured as the muscle groups of the forearm through myo armband, which is a different approach that we have used in other things. And coming to the ninth paper, it represents a framework for human and laptop interface able to spot gestures from the Indian Sign Language. The complexity of the Indian Sign Language is that it overlaps a lot using the palms. So it's different from the other things. And the 10th one, it's The stage of dexterity of myoelectric hand processes relies upon huge volume of the characteristic illustration and next category of floor electromyography signals. This provides a contrast of diverse characteristic extraction and category strategies on a huge scale floor electromagnetic database. So coming to the design methodologies, it will be explained by my friend Sharat Chandra.
Hello everyone. Coming to the design and implementation, we have divided the implementation part into four modules. First comes the GUI, which stands for Graphical User Interface. In this project, the GUI is a box which has the user's real-time input, and the output would be text in the form of sentences. Each output will be stayed on the screen so that the output can be seen as a flow or a sentence. Next comes data pre-processing. When the input is given, the data is pre-processed or clean, which makes the CNN algorithm easy to identify the image and predict the output. Next is uh, building the CNN model. For building the CNN model, we have given predefined images for every hand gesture, which is in the open source dataset called hand gesture underscore 15 in the MediaPipe algorithm. We use MediaPipe algorithm in this project. MediaPipe is a artificial intelligence algorithm which uses 25 3D landmarks on our hands and predicts the output based on the structures of the 3D landmarks and the distance between the 3D landmarks. Next, it's standards and policies. The standards used are Python standard, ISO, IEC, and the Anaconda standard uses. And coming to the implementation part, as I said, we use MediaPipe, which generates 25 3D landmarks on our hand. On each hand, that is 50 combined both. So what it does is it produces the landmarks, and based on the structure of the 50 landmarks and the distance between each landmark, it has different output for each structure. So whenever the hands are fully stretched out, it is the zero output, and whenever there's a structure between the 3D landmarks, it produces a different output. And next comes the diagrams. This is the architecture diagram. Here, first the data collection part. Here the input goes to the data cleaning and the data pre-processing part. Then it goes to the image classifier, and the CNN model predicts the output based on the given input. And this is the data flow diagram, level 0. And this is the data flow diagram, level 1. This is the ER diagram of our project. It shows what the application and what the user and the algorithm does. Next is the sequence diagram. It shows the sequence of the input and output. Next is the testing. Abhilash will continue from here.
Yeah, in our project there are 5 types of testing: unit testing, integration testing, functional testing, white box testing, and black box testing. Coming to unit testing is nothing but is a software design is subject of unit testing, and project underwent a progressive examination of unit testing, and unit testing findings were good and encouraging. Coming to integration testing in other words, it is a comprehensive testing of products, collection of modules, and findings of integration testing were positive and encouraging. And coming to functional testing, in functional testing is a sequential analysis was carried out, and outcomes of functional testing were positive and encouraging. And coming to white box testing, it is a kind of testing also known as glass box testing, and the test case design approach that derives test cases from the procedural design control structure. And the white box testing was carried out. White box testing yielded positive and encouraging results. And coming to black box testing, it is a 25 specifications and all internal components have been approximately exercised, and a sequential analysis of black box testing was undertaken, and it is also like positive and encouraging results will get out. And this is our input and output screenshots. Yeah, is my friend. And coming to the conclusion, we are introduced a CNN based approach recognition, and maximum of the results is achieved 99% train accuracy, which we got. As our future work is evaluation of proposed system can be generalized for a wider class of hand gestures, and time frame selection techniques can be bettered, more optimization can be added, and the loss of function studied more deeply, and our future enhancements. Furthermore, the impact of different parameters on the performance of the system, the accuracy results for investigated. Time frame selection techniques can be bettered, more optimization can be added, and the loss function can be studied more deeply. And this is our web reference links. We have referred from this and references. Just now, Sai Teja told in a literature review. These are all the references. This is our plagiarism report. And this is our internship certificates. Our three of them. This is our poster presentation, which we given that introduction, methodologies, results, and standards and policies, conclusions, and acknowledgement, and team member details also be included. I will show the practically which we have done our project. Yeah, this is our project. I will show you. This is the hello word. You can see that the word hello is in a green, and the up in blue format it is a sentence formation. This is hello, and this is love you. This is the love you symbol, and this is the thanks. This is the thanks symbol, and for some we included this gesture. This is the some gesture, and this is the name gesture. We given this name gesture, and this is my. With single hand it shows the my gesture, and with the term like this it should be how. We will ask how. We given this the how gesture, and like this we given the help me gesture we given like this, and no no I'm we given like this gesture, and for s we given like this. Yeah, we will use routinely no punch symbol, like we given the s symbol, s gesture we taken, and I am eating symbol is this is the eat gesture. It's showing the signal on eat. This is the eat gesture, and friends gesture both two hands. This is the friend gesture. It's showing in a green signal. Yeah, this is the, and that's all our project we have completed as successfully totally. Yeah, thank you so much guys. Thank you.